the part. It was, I loved the part. And a guy named Guillermo del Toro. So those two things, it was like, yeah, I'm in. He's a good man. He's a little self-involved right now in this time in his life. Things are not going well for him. He's alone, and he doesn't want to be. He is a gay man in 1962, which I think makes it easier to be alone. And he's looking for love. He's looking for acceptance. He's looking for connection. And his best friend is Eliza, Sally Hawkins, who lives next door, and who's mute, so he does all the talking. Well, he doesn't deny they exist, and he doesn't deny that the world is a complicated kind of, can be a very vicious, unfriendly place. But at the same time, he believes that in the middle of all that there's a purity that's there. You have to find it. And yeah, that's what, if he didn't deal with that other stuff, it wouldn't mean anything. But it's hard to do, without becoming sappy or maudlin and it's hard to do. And not, as I said before, Frank Capra could do it, and Guillermo del Toro can do it. It's pretty great. I think I don't really take her seriously until about 2/3 away through the film, and when I realize what kind of a friend she is and what she's asked me to do to help her. And I think it's really, he goes a long way in this movie. I mean, he's kind of at the end. He's an artist. He works for an ad company, and they're starting to use photographs and not artwork anymore. And he's feeling lost. And I think the last person he thinks to look to is Eliza, and that's where he finds himself. It was. This might sound weird. It seemed pure. It seemed simple, with tons of complications, and yet at the end of the day, it was about something universal and simple. My first thought was, how is he going to do this? Because I'd never worked with him before, and then I saw how he was going to do it, and it's so funny because to read the script and then see the movie like you have, it's a totally different animal. The guy puts a fish suit on. I mean, how hard is it? But do the fish without the suit, and then I'll really be impressed. But no, I mean, Doug was amazing. My first scene with him, he was in the bathtub, and we were waiting to shoot, and he was sitting there, and I thought, I don't know, kind of looks like an actor in a fish suit to me. And then they went action, and he changed. And I just kind of went, oh. It was subtle and small, but it was really cool. My parents would have seen this movie. That's what I keep thinking. It's like my parents would have loved *Shape of Water*, they didn't rush to see Frankenstein. They used to tell me, "Why are you watching that?" But I think it's fairly universal. The piece. I don't see it as a genre movie. I don't. I know it is, but I don't see it as one. I see it as a throwback movie to the Hollywood in the 40s and 50s, 40s. The theme is big. The look is really specific, and I said to Guillermo last night, I said, you really understand how to speak in film language. It's not theater. This is, how to tell a story on film, and it's a whole different language than in the theater, and he really understands that. And you watch him shoot this, and you see how he's editing and the shots he chooses and the looks he wants, and And until I saw it, as I said, I knew there were eggs in the movie, but I didn't realize there were eggs in the movie. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.